Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you're tuning in from around the globe, peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the $1 Trillion Tickers broadcast. I'm your host, Matt Riches. It is Monday, April 27th, 2026. The market's about to open in 3 minutes. So let's prepare. Let's get into it, y'all. The pre-market brief is done. Now it's time for live execution. The bell's about to ring in 3 minutes. We are stepping into a market where the free lunch is being exposed as a trap. Geopolitics is back on the front page. The Fed decision is looming, and earnings are the only thing that matters. Remember, I watch the charts, give the breaking news, and find the levels so you don't have to. This show is for education and entertainment only. Always do your own research, but you can use this show as a foundation. Let's get into the mantra, y'all. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve the wealth that I'm building for me and my family. Riches and freedom, they come to our hands. I'm the master of all I command. My learning is limitless. My earnings are too. The more I discover, the more I can do. The stock market is a machine of design, and I have the power to make that wealth mine. I am capable. I am skilled. I am bold. Blessings on the journey as the vision unfolds. All right. Give me 1 second, good people. Just let this good theme music play in the background while I get back to where I was. All right, let's get into Robert Greene's daily law. Despise the free lunch. The powerful know that free is a trap. It is a hidden psychological or material debt that is almost always more expensive than the original price. By paying full price, you maintain your autonomy and avoid the subtle obligations of gratitude, guilt, and deceit that comes with bargains. Long-term investing. Do not chase bargain stocks that look cheap because of a broken business model or a value trap. Pay the full price for high-quality assets that have earnings power to secure your long-term wealth. You pay for excellence, and that excellence is your insurance trap against the markets. All right, market about to open. Market open, market open, market open. The market is open. 6:30 a.m., April 27th, 2026. Let me finish this Robert Greene daily law, and then we'll get right to these charts, y'all. As far as day trading, real trading success comes from paying the price in study, discipline, and hard execution to develop your own edge. Never rely on free tips or easy shortcuts, as these dependencies will eventually cost your decision-making autonomy. Your edge is your own, and you will pay for it with every hour you spend on the charts. All right, so we did have some earnings. Pre-market, we have Verizon earnings. They beat on earnings by 5%. They missed on revenue. And as you can see, it's up very nice in the pre-market. Next, we had Domino's Pizza. They missed on the top and bottom. And as you can see, it is down a lot in the pre-market. All right, let's get to SPY, y'all. All right, here we go. SPY. It's down fractionally at 713.31. QQQ is down almost 1/4% at 662.68. The VIX is still above the gap that it created over the weekend. It's at 1909. Nvidia is at $210, y'all. Google is down fractionally. Apple is down 1.25%. Microsoft is down almost 1%. Amazon is down almost 1%. TSM is up 2.25%. TSM just hit all-time highs, y'all, at the open. Let me move this all-time high up here. AVGO is down 0.5%. Meta is up. Wow, look at that candle, y'all. Very strong candle. Meta is up 0.25%. Tesla is down 1.5%. Walmart is down over 0.5%. And Berkshire B is up 0.25%. All right, let's check some of these other tickers we like to look at on the show. SPX. We go on a smaller time frame. Okay, this is the opening candle. The minute after that looks very nice though. Okay, SPX. I think it wants to turn green, y'all. It's very close. And then the NAS 100 is down almost 0.25%. The Dow Jones, shout out Pam Bondi. It's at 49,320. Dow Jones ETF is up 0.25%. The 10-year Treasury note is at 4.3. Gold is at $4,694. The Gold Mini Shares Trust is at 92.91. Silver is down almost 1%. The Copper Miners ETF is down almost 1%. AMD is down almost 3%. AMD dropping almost $10. Bitcoin is at 77,760. iBit is up fractionally at 4407. Ethereum is down 2.35%. BMNR is down fractionally. Palantir is down almost 0.5%. And Robinhood is up 0.25%. Check out some of these ETFs we like to look at on the show. IWM is pushing. They want to get to all-time highs. It's up 0.5% right now. SPYM is barely in the break even. It might turn green again. QQQM is down almost 0.25%. SPYG is down a little over 0.25%. SOXQ is down fractionally. TQQQ is down almost 0.75%. SOXL hit all-time highs at the open, y'all. SMH is up almost 0.5%. SMH hit all-time high at the open, y'all. SOXX is down 0.25%. XLG is down 0.31%. The IVES 30 is down 0.75%. SPYI is up fractionally. QQQI is down fractionally. Let's check out the Iran war watch list. We got BNO. It's up 1.5%. Oh, look like oil is running today, y'all. USO is up 1.7%. 1.71%. XLE is up 1%. Oh, yeah. The Iran war watch list is all green so far. Let's check out the sectors. All right. Technology's down almost 0.25%. Consumer discretionary is down almost 0.5%. Communications is up almost 0.25%. Energy is up over 1%. Financials is up over 0.5%. Healthcare is up over 0.25%. Consumer staples is down 0.25%. Utilities is up almost 0.5%. Industrials is up 0.31%. Materials is up almost 0.25%. And the real estate sector ETF is right at break even. It looks like it filled this gap, so we can go ahead and delete this gap. Let me run the $1 trillion ticker market caps. Nvidia is still a $5 trillion. Nvidia is 5.1 trillion, y'all. Just incredible. The most valuable company ever on the stock market at 5.14 trillion right now. Followed by Google, 4.1 trillion, Apple, 3.9 trillion, Microsoft, 3.1 trillion, Amazon, 2.8 trillion, TSM, 2.1 trillion, AVGO, 1.98 trillion, Meta, 1.71 trillion, Tesla, 1.38 trillion, Walmart, 1.02 trillion, and Berkshire B, 1.01 trillion, and Samsung. Welcome to the $1 trillion ticker family. Samsung is 1.003 trillion, y'all. Samsung is a South Korean company, but yeah, it's now a $1 trillion ticker, y'all. The Fear and Greed Index is at 66. We are in greed, y'all. We are in greed. Let's check out the heat map. Okay, this is the heat map. I see a lot of green. I see a lot of red. Microsoft down 1.25%. Apple down 1.5%. Yeah, we got a nice mix. We got a nice mix. I do see a lot of red in tech. A lot of red in retail. See a lot of green in energy, utilities, transportation. But we got a nice mix. MU up 6%. Wow. Intel still running. Intel up 3.2%, y'all. All right, let's get into some news. It's gonna be a short show today. All right, I thought this was interesting. How has Nvidia performed every year since going public? Well, 2023, Nvidia was up 239%. 2024, up 171%. 2025, up 38.9%. So far this year is up over 10%. Just incredible, y'all. It does give the whole list since it IPO'd in 2020, if you want to, in 2000, if you want to check that out. Same thing, Amazon. I'm going to run you a couple of these numbers. Amazon 2023, it was up 80%. 2024, up 44%. 2025, very lackluster, up 5%. So far this year, it's up 14%. So Amazon, it did hit all-time highs this year. Where's my bookmarks? All right, where were we? Kathy Wood and ARK Invest bought 280,450 shares of Amazon on Friday when it was at all-time highs. So I guess it's okay to buy at all-time highs sometimes. Because I remember I was watching Trapping Tuesday last Tuesday, and Trap, he came out with this this data that said even if you buy at all-time highs, you actually do better than people that try to buy it at particular points. I forget. I should have taken a screenshot of it so I could post it here. But it was very interesting. I had never seen that type of data before. I'm gonna have to screenshot it and find it. But I think Kathy Woods is following that same blueprint because she bought over almost 300,000 shares at all-time highs. All right, next. ASML is now the largest company in Europe. Bigger than LVMH. Bigger than Novo Nordisk. ASML makes the only machines on Earth capable of printing the microscopic patterns on the silicon chips that power AI. Each machine is roughly the size of a school bus and costs around $400 million to make it. It takes months to assemble it, requires hundreds of supplies. One particle of dust can break the entire process. The four biggest U.S. tech companies are planning $600 billion in AI infrastructure spending this year alone. Every one of those chips runs through an ASML machine. ASML is scaling fast. 60 machines this year, up 36% from 2025. 80 machines planned for next year. $2.2 billion in new facilities and equipment in 2026. New campuses being built in the U.S., Germany, South Korea, and the Netherlands. Ooh, ASML ain't playing. They a big part of the AI infrastructure movement. All right, this from Wallow. He says, business success belongs to the patient. Next. Nike is cutting 1,400 jobs in the second round of layoffs this year. Yeah, that stock is dropping crazy, too. All right, I found this interesting. American Airlines is under fire after the only black first-class passenger who is an influencer claimed that they conveniently ran out of all their food when it was her turn to be served. Everybody else on the plane was served the food. You see what's going on with American Airlines. Don't fly that airlines no more. That's cold. It's 2026. She paid the price for a first class ticket, and they chose to not serve her the food that she paid for. All right, we got to cut the show short. Today is Monday, and I work early on Mondays. Let me run the numbers one more time for our $1 trillion tickers before we get up out of here. And SPY too. SPY's barely under break even. QQQ is trying to bounce back, but it did break pre-market lows. Looks like it bounced on an hourly level here. It's down 0.16%. The VIX had ran up to 19.14. It's currently 19.10. Looks like it bounced on this gap a few times. Nvidia 209.62. Google 346.37. It's up over 0.5%. Apple's down 1.3%. Microsoft down 1%. Amazon down almost 1%. Amazon hit all-time highs today. TSM is at 405. AVGO down 0.25%. Meta up almost 0.5%. Tesla down 2.3%. Walmart down 0.5%. Berkshire B is running. Looks like it want to hit this weekly level at 473.80. All right, appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow morning in the pre-market. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom.